Hey yo, what's popping, gamers? WQQQQWRT, guys. Just feel free to call me WQ. I'm Alpha Gamer. I'm the #1 gamer in the world. I create a theory of gameplay. It's called natural gameplay. Make sure to subscribe, and you're gonna change the universe right now, gamers. This is completely game changing. Now, gamers, let's go. Let's go, nuclear gamers. Now, gamers, the reviews are in. This is completely game changing. Right now, if you subscribe on Twitch, it's the most game-changing decision in my life ever. The real reviews are in. Yeah, that's pretty powerful and incredible, guys. And when you subscribe, you get a free PB and a free world record of your choosing. So, gamers, make sure to make the correct alpha decision right now. Make sure to subscribe, and you officially become an alpha gamer. So, yeah, big things have been happening lately. #1, a lot of people think I spliced this run. This is completely insane, gamers. Let's check this out. Okay, gamers, I made this tweet the other day, and this tweet was pretty hot. I know a lot of people are talking about it. I said the link to pass click continuously accuses me of splicing runs, which are obviously real, and yet they still refuse to put my verified world records on their Bungo website. Is there any community in speedrunning more lame than this? And I actually challenge people. So personally, I think the GTA community has bigger problems. But yeah, is there a community, guys, that you think in the speedrunning scene that is more of a joke than the Link to Pass community? Anyway, still love you though. So this tweet was like partially a joke because of this is a Boogie 2988 reference. So this tweet's partially a joke, but this is a thing that happened. The Link to Pass click actually did specifically go through apparently an investigation as to whether one of my runs were real or fake, and they sprinkled the salt. They're sprinkling salt all over that one. So we're going to go over the run and give you guys the real perspective of what's happening. Make it public. Put it on the table. That's why I do all my runs. I play all my runs with the hand cam, gamers. You already know why I play my runs with the hand cam. I put my cards on the table, dude. I got my cards on the table, guys. So we're going to put my cards on the table. And then we see what... We're going to show these fools, gamers. We're going to show what's up, gamers. We're going to show what's bothered, gamers. Also, yeah, gamers, I think this stuff's pretty messed up. People clearly thought this run was fake because you can tell it actually has 2 downvotes. So this one upvote, this was me actually, or it was a friend of mine, but that was literally like 10 minutes ago. Yeah, this video actually has 2 downvotes now. Like who is gonna downvote a Master Sword no EG world record? Also, notice it has 178 views. Like you can look at my other videos on this account. They have like 20 views. Like here's my account. I mean, you're looking at 7 views. This is an actual world record, 7 views. This is a PB, 27 views, 21 views. Like, I think my most viewed video is like 125. This is the raw AMRAC recording of my Link to Pass world record, and it has 125 views. My most viewed video on this account is my Master Sword no EG record, and it has 2 downvotes. So, like, clearly somebody thought that, like, people thought this was fake. Like, clearly people were talking... people were talking offline on Discord. People thought it was fake, like 100%. And a lot of people looked at it. It wasn't 1 or 2 people. I mean, you had at least like 100. I mean, this had like 8 views when it was uploaded. At least 150 people looked at this. I don't know where it was posted. I don't even know where this was posted, and 2 people like just legitimately thought it was fake. So yeah, this is. I mean, that's why I bring this stuff up, because like people are talking. They're talking behind your back. You don't know what they're saying. People say stuff on Discord, like what people say in public and people say on Discord behind your back. It's night and day, dude. It's 2 different worlds. Okay, gamers, here's the running question, guys. It's my Master Sword no EG 1812 world record. So this actually was beaten. I think the current world record is the 1748. Yeah, 1748. This is the old world record. So I got this on March 7th, 2019. And I did this offline. It was one of 2 world records I did offline. It took me about 2 days to do them. I completely learned the category from scratch, and then I did like 5 or 10 runs. I got the world record, and then I kind of just moved on. It wasn't that good of a run. It's okay. Like you can tell. I think by the end of the run, you can tell. Like every split was gold. Oh yeah, like 3 of the splits were gold. I mean, it was really high quality run there. But yeah, there was a problem with the camera right around the landmine fight. So if you don't know, guys, the landmine fight right here, it's about half of your run. Half of your run is determined by this fight. So let's watch what happened here. Okay, so I just got done looking at the fight. Now look at my camera, and you're gonna see something that's like, whoa, wait a minute. Whoa, bro. WQ, did you splice that, bro? Did you splice? Did you just splice the run, bro, and then forget to update the splits and the game feed? Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people thought that was evidence of splicing, which, if you think about it, really makes no sense at all. But we're gonna go into exactly why that happened, because like I can see maybe if I upload an official world record, like should I put that in there? Okay, gamers, I think the obvious one is if you were to splice a run, why would you mess up this badly? Yet the game feed and the timer is completely seamless. Like, this makes no sense. This makes absolutely no sense. Like, I don't even know how you would mess that up. Like, so I think that's evidence enough to say like this is clearly not spliced. But the reason that happens actually is because of the camera. It has an issue to do with the contrast in low lighting settings. So the lighting in my room right now is on the above average side. It's on the high level side, Deb. When I made this video, the lighting wasn't very good because I don't like playing with these like gigantic lights in my face. So if the lighting's on the lower end, what happens is if you move around, the auto contrast on the camera has to change, and then it'll lag behind. So we're gonna see that, and then that's why it'll skip forward, because it has to jump ahead. Okay, so we're gonna see several different things happen, and this is why it does this. So I'm gonna do this torch scene, and then we have to go through a cutscene here. So I take my controller off my pants here, and you'll notice my camera, it starts getting brighter and it starts lagging for a little bit, right? So it'll catch up right now, and so fortunately it didn't skip ahead there, or it didn't skip back in real time there. When I take the controller off of when I put it on my lap, I move around, and that's what affects the lighting. So you're gonna see that again happen at the end of the fight. So I get the pendant here. There's another cutscene, and right now I'm wiping the sweat off my hands. I'm doing a mental check, and you'll notice my camera is lagging. Now check this out. My camera is actually gonna freeze in a second here. Did y'all notice that? It's kind of tight. Let's watch it again. Okay, check this out. Right here, right there, it freezes. So notice, let's watch that again. Yeah, right here, the camera actually freezes. So the camera's frozen right now. And I'm almost certain if you time this part right here and then you time the skip forward, it's seamless. So that would, again, suggest that it's like obviously not spliced. In my opinion, I think it's weird that the camera shifts right after the Lama fight. But why would it shift after the Lama fight? That doesn't really make any sense. If I would have spliced the run, it'd be before the Lama fight, right? Not like after the Lama fight. But like maybe I got a force cycle, because the truth about this landmo, it wasn't even a good landmo. It was actually kind of a bad landmo. So it's like, why would I splice in a 4-cycle landmo? Just like a below average fight, and then they save the run like that. To me, that's just kind of silly. So but yeah, actually the camera will freeze right here, and then it starts playing. It's lagged behind right now. The thing is, I'm in a cutscene, so you can't tell that it's lagged behind. Like, I guess you could use the text mash right here. So like right here, I'm trying to mash text. Notice I keep mashing after the spin, so maybe you could use that as an argument. But yeah, I would say that's hard to tell. That's why it'll skip forward right here. And notice, again, I'm in a position. I'm going to be in this position for the rest of the run. So that's actually why the camera skips forward right there. And that's why it makes absolutely no sense that this would be spliced. In fact, like, if I just didn't have a camera, like, I don't even know how you would splice this. Like, I guess maybe you would record the game feed with... You'd have to record the game feed and then the camera separately, because the timer doesn't lag. The timer doesn't skip forward. You'd have to record the game feed and the camera separately, and that would have to be a true game feed. And then what you do is, oh, you know what? I think I know what I could do. I could record the game feed, record my 2 splices of the game feed, and then just have a hand cam. I record it separately for both of them, sync them up. That's not an issue. And then play that video with the timer, and then just forget that the hand cams like weren't linked up at all. But yeah, that's kind of silly, especially for a Master Sword no EGPB. But yeah, a lot of people actually thought this was spliced, and they were talking about it in certain people's Twitch chats on Twitch. So I'm not going to name any names, and honestly, it would be kind of hard to even find these Twitch chats, because on Twitch, if you go to the past broadcast, you can skip through the past broadcast, and there's like lines of dialogue. So sometimes I go snoop around and I read these, and that's where I caught people were talking about my potentially fake runs. This happened actually like weeks ago. Maybe I don't even know when it happened. Now, personally, I kind of think it's good that people are talking about this stuff, because what I've noticed, and I've been accused of cheating multiple times. I was accused in 2014 when I got a 125.42. I was accused of cheating when my Master Sword PB came out. Like I'm sure I was accused of cheating for a dozen other of my other PBs. Most times when you're accused of cheating, it's not public. Nobody's really saying it to your face. Like nobody talks about it. In fact, I've technically accused several runners of cheating, or well, I've never accused anybody of cheating that wasn't cheating, but I've looked into it. I've looked into several different runs or PBs just because there was question marks, like the run went down on PB pace, like their internet went down and then it came back up and they PB'd, or like, you know, there's one guy's run, an audio thing showed up on screen and it was muted, and it's like, well wait a minute, that thing only shows up on VLC, or actually MPCHC, which is a media player video file. It's a media player program. It's like, wait a minute, was he playing a video? But you can stream through MPC, so it's like, okay, that wasn't fake. Like I've done investigations on my own, so I don't think it's wrong. But usually what I notice happens is when runs like this happen, people will say that they'll accuse you of cheating, but they never talk about it, and so it's kind of under the table. And frequently, what I've seen happen is, oftentimes in the speedrun communities, people get marked as cheaters, even though there's no real evidence against them cheating, just because they're suspicious, and nobody ever talks about it. But like they have this kind of stigma that they're cheating, and usually like a lot of the stigma and issues I've had to run into speedrunning, personally, I think a lot of it is because in the past, when I was a speedrunner, I was kind of on my own. I would do my own thing. I wouldn't play with camera. I wouldn't play with hand cam. I would do runs offline. Like, I didn't care about anyone. I didn't care about anything. That's how I became alpha gamer, you know. But what happened was, a lot of people just assumed I was cheating, and if there's no evidence, they can't say you're cheating. I don't like that. That's part of the reason I was talking again about the cheating in the randomizer community last year. I don't like that. I think it's a bad thing. Right now, that's what's happening to Mr. Speedrun in the SM64 scene. Now, the SM64 scene is a little bit bigger than Link to Past scene, so people actually are talking about it. But basically, Mr. Speedrun, he posted a 3-minute PB after not playing the game for like 6 months, and it was riddled with like recording errors, recording issues, and it was a whole run. It was like a train wreck, and it was an offline run too. Like, this is an offline run. There's no hand cam, there's nothing. It was like one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. Like, it's a no-brainer to just say, this is fake, dude. You spliced this shit. Now, nobody knows if he spliced it, but like everybody thinks he spliced that run, or at least 50%. 20 to 50% of people think he spliced that run, which is way too high. So basically his viewer count dropped, his subscriber count dropped, community support for him completely dropped. Like, I don't know if I can support that guy. Like, I follow him on Twitter and I talk to him in Twitch chat, but like at the end of the day, it's like he probably spliced the run, you know. Now that's why I like talking about this stuff, because let's put it on the table. Like, I don't think he's aware that like half of the community thinks he's spliced and talks about it offline, and that happens to a lot of people and happens to me. So I'm actually kind of okay with people talking about this. Like, if you upload a world record and there's recording issues and you do that run offline, you better be prepared to explain yourself or like sacrifice the run. So yeah, anyway, that's some background info and understanding of what exactly happened here. But gamers, it gets even crazier. So I've been playing randomizer lately, and it's actually a lot of fun. Like, I've been actually having fun streaming runs of randomizer in the past week. It's pretty sick. Like, we definitely becoming the best randomizer player of all time. And I'm thinking about doing Mario 64 again. Might go for like all 120 star record, 16 and 70 star world record simultaneously. Like, I'm gonna do all 3 of those runs in one RTA attempt, and then I'll get triple record. So we gotta do a lot of practicing for that. So we gotta do some Mario 64 practice, and I'm gonna get bulk at randomizer still. We're going for that randomizer world record. I got a 127 randomizer, which is like probably already the world record, but we're gonna do even better. But yeah, anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Keep it real. Stay alpha gamers.